Alright guys, I want to show you how to convert your Blazer S10 Sonoma Jimmy, whatever you got. It has the four-wheel drive vacuum actuator under the battery tray. Or if you have the older S10s, they're probably on the fender somewhere. Pretty much what I got is a push-pull control. That's a fairly cheap one. It was only like 20 bucks. And this is how I set mine up. I read a forum on the internet showing to put it on the fan shroud. I did not want to do that, but I ended up doing it anyway because I tried routing this cable all the way back through here and down here into the fender well and whatnot, and it took probably around 50 pounds of force to pull this cable and to lock it in because it was in a bind too much. You cannot put these in a bind or put them in such a severe bend that they're just not going to pull. Right now, how I got it set up now probably takes around maybe 10 pounds worth of pull to get it to fully lock. This is the original bracket for the vacuum actuator, and I didn't bend it or didn't do anything with it. I think I bent this just a tad to where it would line up better with the cable here. And it's at a bit of an angle, but it's not bad. And right here, since my plastic tabs right here were kind of beat up, I put a zip tie in between them to keep them out and also keep this from falling back through, because I've also set it up with the push-pull control. You can push it in and it'll put a lot of tension on this line pushing this back in. This way you'll never have a partial lock ever. And I put some bolts that I had into the holes so I didn't have a couple holes there. Pushing water and sand and dirt up in here. So I plugged them, and that goes in where the antenna bracket or antenna wire goes through. Right up under here, I pull the carpet down a bit. Yep. See how I cut the grommet and made it bigger? The hole from my amp wire, the antenna wire. I gotta get this in there a little better, but it just routes. See, it's not really that much of a bend here. It routes all the way up, and I bolted it to my dash. Actually, up under here is a metal plate. If you drill through the plastic, you'll hit metal, and I just bolted mine in. And I'll show you how this works. Right now it's in the fully disengaged position, so you just turn it left, it'll pop out a little bit, and it's under spring tension from the line, and I'm actually pushing on that line and pushing the cable back in. So pretty much there, now it's fully locked. But while you're rolling, you want to keep tension on this until it actually engages, because it'll take maybe a few feet worth of rolling to get it to fully engage. So you want to hold on this until, just for a few seconds, and then lock it so that the gears and the differential can mesh up. And right now, it's all the way up. I can't push it up anymore. So it's in the full lock position, engaged, whatever. And I don't even think I could zip tie that anywhere. Probably could have made it a little bit shorter, but like I said, I didn't want to make very much of a bend here, so I'll just leave it like that. I'll probably zip tie it to these wiring harnesses right here. Yeah, this way it won't be flopping around. And then to disengage it, you just twist it, push down, and then lock it again. there it is. That's a lot better if you're actually in the driver's seat. And this does not come in contact with your leg, not unless you're a really, really big guy. But that's where I mounted mine. I seen this other guy mount it way over here, and I was just like, well, I'm right-handed, I'll just do it this way. Because really all you have to do now is just, since your transfer case is still being controlled by the computer and the switches, you still have to hit 4 high. And then once that's in, I mean, right after you hit that thing, you can go ahead and pull your cable up, hold it for a second, and then twist to lock. Pretty simple. And then the disengage is hit 2 high, and wait for the lights to go out or whatever. Then take this, unlock it, push it down, lock it again. And it doesn't really get any simpler than that. And this way you'll never have to worry about 20 feet of vacuum line going all the way back to the transfer case ever failing. You don't have to worry about this vacuum actuator ever failing. And you also don't have to worry about the vacuum switch failing and causing all sorts of problems where it just eats up your differential and then you have to replace that. So it's not good. With this setup, it'll practically never fail unless it rusts on the inside. But I mean, after every oil change, I just throw some WD-40 on it and, you know, be good to go. So, but yeah, that's how I did mine.